And good morning. We're glad to be with you this morning.
Good morning.
I'm Nancy Cason. I have the red ribbon downtown across the street from the Museum Center at 5 Points. We're having a huge sale right now.
And
Christmas in
busy.
And we're busy, so come see us. And my co-host, Brene Beatty.
Retired. Volunteer at large.
That's her, volunteer at large. If you need a volunteer,
dogs.
call me and I'll put you right in touch with her because that's what I've been doing now since she retired.
And I'm just busy now.
That's good.
I know.
That's
keeps,
very
keeps
good.
me off the street corners.
That's exactly right. It keeps you out of trouble. And that's good.
Right. Uh-huh.
We do. Have y'all noticed the new opening we have for the show?
It's so pretty.
It is
like
pretty.
It.
And
yes.
I think little Miss Jennifer did that before she left us and went to Canada.
We miss Jennifer.
We miss Jennifer.
We
it's
like
not
her
that we don't love Joe,
Exactly.
but we miss
love
Jennifer.
Joe,
She was a sweetheart.
She was.
So pay attention to that little opening next time. And we want to take just a minute to say congratulations to Dan Howell and Beverly Sperling, who were married on June the 29th. In Destin, Florida. So congratulations, folks.
Yes,
so not only do I have
congratulations.
Dan as a neighbor now, I have Beverly as a neighbor.
Well, good for you.
I know it.
Yes.
And so she'll probably be more pleasant to have than Dan.
Well,
Yeah, Dan's a
right.
good neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, good neighbors are the ones that you never know you have until you need them.
Exactly.
And
Aren't
he's-
on your doorstep
That's
all
right.
the time.
And he's one of those,
Like
and I
those.
just love it. So,
yes.
you know, this is our time of the day when you get out your piece of paper and your pencil and you write down everything you need to do between now and
Next
at
week.
least next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yes. So, Renee's going to start us off.
Yes. Okay. At the library, the adult summer reading program Between the Covers will run through August the 15th, and the book club discussion on Unbroken by Laura Hildebrand will be held today at 1 p.m. in the community room, and Richard Tiger Jones will lead this discussion group.
Should be
So,
good.
Should be.
Should be good.
Yes.
Now, this weekend, folks, at the new Bradley Fine Arts Center, if you have not been to the Bradley Central Fine Arts Center, have you been in that building?
No, I need
Holy smoke, it is
to.
wonderful.
You've got me too busy volunteering.
I do. Well, maybe I can get you volunteer over there
Okay,
for something. You
okay.
can usher or something. Beautiful facility. We're thrilled to have it. But the distinguished young woman
Yes.
state pageant, which actually not a pageant. I'm sorry, because pageant
Scholarship program.
Scholarship program. It formerly known as the Junior Miss.
Yes.
Is this weekend, and Friday the preliminary program is at 7 p.m. and Saturday the finals. Program finals are at 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday at the new Fine Arts Center at Bradley. So if you want to see some really talented ladies from all over the state, go over there and watch this program. It'd be good.
Yes.
And they'd
Yeah.
love to have your support. And they're already in town, and they're staying in homes, and they're having a big time. And so be nice and go talk to them nice too, so they'll
Yes.
want to come back to Cleveland one of these days.
Exactly. And now, for all of you people who like fresh veggies and things, we have farmers markets coming out the wazoo.
Yes, we do.
When
And it's good.
When we go off the air, you can go over to the Peerless Road Farmers Market.
Or
and
the Urbane Road.
That's right, because
Yes.
it's open
Yes.
5
days a week.
5 days
6
a week.
days a week.
Yeah, 6? Oh,
6,
wow.
Monday through Saturday.
That's 6.
That's right.
Okay, and then if you miss the morning ones, then you can go to the 5 Points Farmers Market at First Square.
Right there in my
Yes.
backyard.
Yes, and it's open from 4 to 7 at First Street Square. Yeah, and there's all sorts of good stuff there.
Right. And that's on
Yeah.
Thursdays only. But
Yes.
But it's really, really good.
Yeah. Last time I was there, they had some really pretty sunflowers. I love sunflowers.
I know it. And the corn that they
Yes.
had last week was wonderful. Ambrosia. Oh, no, but
Oh.
it was good. It was
Yeah.
really good. All right, Bradley and Cleveland, all you sports enthusiasts, listen up. The fall sports registration, football and cheerleading, ages 7 through 12, and baseball and softball, ages 5 through 12. I love the 5-year-old baseball. I love watching them. Okay, so the registration dates are Saturday, July 21st and the 28th from 10 to 12, and Thursday and Friday, the 26th and 27th from 6 until 8. And you register at the Bradley County Rec Park behind the YMCA. And there is a cost for playing in these leagues, but you do need to get your child registered so that people
Yes.
like Flavis and I can go watch. We watch the Super Bowl in football, the little kids that
Yeah.
the helmet's bigger than they are. I mean, it's wonderful. The T-ballers, you say run to first, and they don't know which way that is, but it's a lot of fun. They're having a great time, and the
Parents
parents
are chewing nails.
The parents aren't having as much fun as those of us that don't have a kid involved. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun.
It is, it is. Okay, Blue Jam to benefit the family of Officer Justin Maples will be July the 21st at the First Baptist Church. They've moved to Stewart Road now. And the doors open at 5:30, and there's a $5 minimum donation per person received at the door, and children 12 and under are admitted free. Free.
I always like that one.
Like that, yes.
Mine was that age. Now we have, and we talked about this last week, and we talked about it big time last week, we have the Foothills Country Fair coming up.
Yes.
And Nancy Alford was in the shop yesterday.
Oh.
She told me they had now, I think it's up to 81 barbecue cookers.
The pros?
No,
Oh.
there's 66 or 67, something like that, pros.
Yeah.
And then the whatever 67 from 81 is, those are the
Backyard,
amateurs.
yeah,
The
backyard
barbecuers.
barbecuers,
So,
yeah.
so those keep adding on. She also told me that all the vendor spots were already full.
Really?
That's what she said.
No more.
No more
Too
vendor
late.
spots.
You didn't
And
call,
so
too
that's
late.
going to be happening, folks, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week. Now we got some other events happening too.
We've got a
and
lot
there'll be
going
some people on later
Yes.
today to tell you about those events. But it's a fun-packed weekend for the 26th through the 29th. So don't plan anything else because we've got it all planned for you. Now, if you are a crafter or a quilter or someone like that, you may take entries to be judged Tuesday, the 24th, between 3 and 7, out to the tri-state, and they will be judged on the 25th, and then they will be on display for the fair, so everybody coming out there the 26th, if they go inside the big indoor facility they have there, they can see all of the craft items and everything, and I've got a couple of things I'm taking out there. So
Oh, cool. You're
I
going to
know.
take one of your quilts?
I am going to take one of my quilts,
Oh,
one of my
good.
cross-stitch
Good,
quilts.
good.
And so be sure that if you want to enter something in the country fair, that you get it out there Tuesday between the hours of 3 and 7.
Okay. And this weekend, Saturday, July the 21st, is the White Oak Mountain Bluegrass Festival, and it's at that other best-kept secret, the Tri-State Exhibition Center.
Which is where the country
Which is
fair
where the country fair is. They're going to be busy, busy. Anyway, the gates open at 11 a.m. and there's just all sorts of stuff going on there. Lots of music, and for more information, get your pencil ready. You can go to www.whiteoakbluegrass.com or 423-476-9310 and get more information. Early bird tickets are $5 and they're available online.
And that's a wonderful event.
It is.
And if you're a picker or a grinner, take whatever your instrument is, mandolin, banjo, guitar, whatever, because they have
Dulcimer.
little picking places where you could go and join some other people and y'all can just
cool.
pick and grin and have the best old time. And so, go on out there and enjoy them. Now, if you have not voted, you can early vote. I voted. I did.
need to.
I
need
know.
to.
I just don't want to fight that crowd.
I
But I
know.
do hope everyone goes out and votes, okay?
If you
So-
don't vote, you can't complain.
That's exactly right. And so if you start complaining to me about something political, I will ask you if you voted. But you could vote at the Election Commission, which is at the old post office. You could vote at the North Satellite, which is up at the Bradley Square Mall in the Convention Center there between JCPenney's and Kay's Jewelers. Or you can vote at the Bilo Shopping Center, McGrady Drive, and APD 40 Bypass. Those places are open Monday through Friday from 9 until 6 and Saturday from 9 until 4. And they opened on the 13th and they will close on the 28th. So if you want to early vote, you need to go do that because the election then will be August the 2nd. So, and those polls will be open from 8 to 8. But, you got to go somewhere to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm already downtown, so I just went to the old post office and voted.
I just like going to the old
Remember,
post
you
office.
have to have a photo ID.
Yes. And July is Ice Cream Month, and
Ooh.
Life Care is inviting the public to join the residents for ice cream today. And it will be 2 until 4 p.m. Mayfield Dairy Farms is donating the ice cream. And the facility is providing waffle cones. I like waffle cones.
I do too.
Yeah, they're my favorite. Anyways, so y'all go on down to Life Care, that's on Keith Street, and have ice cream.
Now, don't bite the bottom out of the waffle cone because then
Yeah.
you have to, it's just really.
You know, Martha Stewart says if you put one of those miniature marshmallows in your cone,
Oh.
then it won't leak out.
Okay, and I want to tell y'all, we talked about putting your corn on the cob
Yes,
in the microwave.
Did you try that?
I did it, and I want to tell you folks, it works. You put it in the microwave 4 minutes for each ear of corn. When it comes out,
4
now,
minutes
this is
for
in the
each? I thought it was 2 minutes
No,
for
it's
each.
4 minutes
Oh,
for each. So
okay.
I put 2 ears in there, put it in for 8. Okay.
Okay.
You cut that stub off. All right, and then you pick it up on the silk end, and you shake it, and the corn cob comes out, and there's not a silk one on it, and it's wonderful.
Hot dog.
That's exactly right. The Singing Echoes 42nd Anniversary Blue Springs Valley Gospel Singing started last night, goes through the 21st. They started at 7 last night, 6:45 tonight, and 6 is Saturday. So if you like good gospel music, go on out to that.
Okay, Friends of the Library Association will review The Abduction by Mark
Jimenez.
I always mess up that. At its next book and coffee review, which is tomorrow at the Craig Miles Johnston House History Branch. That was the library when I was growing up.
Right.
At 10 a.m. And he will be the guest author at the Friends of the Library's Fall Author event October 16th. And there will be a stargazing night. July 26th is one of the last events for the summer reading program. So you can get more information. You've got a little time. We'll give you more information on that.
And it's going to be next door in that lot at Lee University.
Yeah.
And I love stargazing.
I do too.
I used to lay out in the yard when I was little at night and, look at the stars. I also used to do that with clouds.
Really? Yeah, I like looking at clouds too. Kids don't do that anymore. I can recognize Orion, and that's the only one I know, but I can find it in a New York minute.
I can find the dippers.
I can't ever find them, but I can find Orion. Together we could.
We could be astronomers for sure. Yes.
Okay, and let's see, that will start at 8:50. Bring chairs or blankets and your telescopes if you want to. And if you're interested in learning how the library works or how a book gets to the shelf, there's a behind-the-scenes library tour today at 4 p.m. So meet in the lobby, and it'll take about 45 minutes to go through the whole process.
Yes.
So,
and that's everything that possibly you need to know, probably more things that people need to let us know. But we're going to take a real quick commercial break, and we'll be back with some four-legged friends, so do not go away.
Yes, our four-legged friends.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Bradley County is home to a community of resilient, compassionate families who want the best for each other. The tragedies of the April 27, 2011 tornadoes brought our community together to bring aid to the hurting and helpless. It is time to come together once more. The Bradley County school system is underfunded, and our future leaders are receiving their education in substandard learning environments. On August 2nd, you will have an opportunity to further impact our great community by voting for the wheel tax. A vote for the wheel tax will not only rebuild Blue Springs Elementary School, but it will provide a new facility that is engineered to meet the demands that technology places on the infrastructure. The overcrowded Walker Valley High School students and teachers will have much needed space and be able to use academic rooms for their intended purposes. The students and teachers of Lake Forest Middle School will no longer endure the hazardous conditions caused by the elements of nature and deteriorating classroom buildings. British philosopher Herbert Spencer stated, "The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action." Would you take action in the name of education and vote yes for the wheel tax? A vote for the wheel tax is a vote for the children and the future of Bradley County.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
And we are back. And here again, I'm stuck with nothing in my lap. It happens every time. It happens every time. The person visiting picks up the dog and Brene grabs another one, okay? So I don't have anything in my lap, but these are adorable. And we have
Aren't they?
Barbara Gordon
Yes.
with us. And Barbara, tell us where you're from.
Well, I'm with Safe Haven Animal Rescue in Polk County, Tennessee. And we are a small, nonprofit 501(c). We have about 5 fosters that help monitor like 50 dogs right now.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
So she needs more fosters,
Yes,
folks.
I do.
It's a great job.
Oh, it is.
really
very
is.
rewarding.
Yes.
And it's very rewarding when they find their forever homes.
Yes.
And we've been really blessed to have sent 80 dogs
Wow.
onto their, forever home. And they've all been great homes.
Good.
That is
good.
super.
Yes.
Now, you have 2 little 4-legged friends with you today.
We do.
She's sleeping.
This Ebony
She had her
was
eyes
found on the side of the road
Oh.
on 411 and with her litter mates in 22-degree weather
Oh.
in a box.
Ooh.
Somebody
Ooh.
just abandoned them on 411. And she's on we have a website in coordination with Pooches on the Move, and a lot of them go up to the Northeast to find really great homes. So she's on the website. She's up for adoption. She is a sweetheart.
She's so pretty.
She is, and she's so gentle and just
Oh,
not a
she's
bit
adorable.
concerned about being on TV. That's
No,
wonderful.
she isn't. She's
now,
not shy.
has she been spayed?
Yes.
Okay, and she's up to date on her shots and everything.
All of our dogs are
Okay.
spayed and neutered before they go to their adopted home. And
All
they're
right.
current on their shots and are, for the most part, heartworm negative.
And so then, if someone wanted to adopt her, what kind of fee do they have?
About a $125
Okay,
is what we...
depends on how they've been vetted.
Right.
Okay.
But that's what we have in them, actually.
Right,
We
that's-
try
yeah.
to do excellent veterinary care so that people get a quality, healthy pet. And that you don't have a broken heart, which so often happens with the
Pet
pet
store.
stores.
Pet stores, that's exactly
Because
right.
they come from puppy mills, and, and that's, I won't get on that soapbox, but
We'll let you do that another day.
Okay.
Not take Barbara's time. Okay.
Okay.
And then this hefty little thing here. in Bernadette's lap.
Dobby has a story. Her name is Dobby.
Dobby.
And I named her after, I'm fostering Dobby. And I have to take the blame for her weight right now. I discovered she's been going in at night and helping herself to food. But anyway, her Dobby's story is that she was found wandering at the airport in Copper Hill. And so she was very skinny and had just had a litter of pups by all evidence. Very, very skinny. But when I first saw her, she reminded me of that sad servant elf in Harry Potter. She had this just very sad little look. She would just look at you very sad, and she wanted to please you, and she was always so happy to see you. And now she still has some very Dobby looks, but she is a
not
little
skinny anymore.
No,
But she has a sweet face.
Oh,
she
she
really
is a
does.
sweetheart. If anybody wants a good lap dog or a warmer at night, she wants to sleep right up next to you. She's very, very sweet. She's good with cats. Both of these dogs have been around cats and children, and they're just wonderful, wonderful pets. No aggression issues that we've seen, and they're very sweet.
And see, that's what's so wonderful
Yeah.
about you all working with them, because then when people do take them home, they're already accustomed to children, they're already accustomed to cats, and it's not like we have to retrain the whole family.
Oh, and it's really wonderful. we try to put our dogs, we need more fosters. So if anybody else
Yes.
out there has a calling to foster a sweet little dog, we try to just put 1 or 2 dogs in a home so that they learn how to be a family pet.
Right.
And so we need fosters. And you can get in touch with us. Can I give a phone
Yes,
number?
please do. Please do.
We have a Google voicemail, which is area code 43299-3640. And so if you have the calling to be a foster to a sweet little dog and make sure that it gets all the proper training to be in a forever home, that would be great.
Also, is that the same number they call if they're interested in possibly adopting?
Yes. Yes, it is. They can, and it may take a couple hours for us to get back to you because it is a Google voice. We don't
Right.
hear it, but yeah, we'll gladly get back to you and adopt any of these guys out.
Now,
You know, fostering is such a wonderful thing. Some people say, well, you know, I can't commit to 15 years for a dog or something. But if you're fostering, it's short term generally until they get a home, and you get all the joys of having a dog. And, you know, it's if your life changes, you know, or you think something's going to happen, then, you know, you don't have to send your dog to the shelter.
and Renee was fostering Art.
Yes.
And we found a home for
We
Art.
found a home for Art.
And because Art wasn't as bad off as everybody thought
No,
Art
Art
was.
came to me as a hospice foster,
Oh.
and it's just amazing what a little love and good food will do.
Yes.
And he just perked right up.
And so now he's gone to a happy forever home.
Yes.
But now Renee has 4
Lab hound puppies that I just got today.
that she's fostering.
Yes,
So,
they
but,
were so cute.
but we're not worried about
No,
those. We're
no,
worried about
we're
some of
worried
these
about-
little
yes.
animals here from Polk County that
Yeah.
need some foster homes
Yes.
and also need some forever homes.
And the rescue needs some money.
Yes.
Oh,
they
we
can
do.
do what they do.
Always.
So, and any little bit will help.
Yes.
Any
Now,
little bit will
you
help.
said that, do y'all have a website or are these dogs pictured anywhere?
Yes, you can go to a website called poochesonthemove.com. Probably type in New Hampshire or Connecticut, and that'll pull up the page that has a lot of our pets. We're
Okay.
also on petfinder.com, and actually locally that would probably be the better site to go to.
Okay.
And you would type in a zip code, nearby 37361 would work, and go to Pet Finder, type in Safe Haven Animal Rescue, and all of our pooches should show up.
Straight up.
Being a ham.
Oh.
But we are in desperate need for donations.
Yes.
Our vet bills lately have been more than our income, so we could really use some extra income.
And you're a 501c3.
Yes,
So
we are.
any gifts are tax deductible,
Right.
folks.
You know how Brene and I love to do the .orgs, okay?
Yeah.
Well, they're not necessarily a .org, but they're 501c3, so if they had their own website,
They would be a
.org.
Yes.
So,
Well,
you know,
we do have safehavenanimalrescue.com, I believe it is.
Oh, are you a
And
Oh,
we
okay.
also are on Facebook.
okay.
So type us, and that's what we have been using mostly
Okay.
lately is Facebook. It's Safe Haven Animal Rescue, Benton, Tennessee. And like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We
well,
would love
Renee and I
that.
have to
Oh,
do that
yeah,
today.
we'll
We'll
do
go
that,
on there
yeah.
and like you on Facebook, but
Because I spend about an hour a night sharing dogs that
Wonderful.
need to be. Yeah.
how's she gone to sleep?
Just about.
Just about. I will have to say that the pictures on the internet of Dobby are not very good because every time you point a camera at her, she squints. From whatever angle you try to take a picture, she squints.
Well, that just makes her cuter.
What would you say Dobby weighs?
A lot.
50 pounds.
Dobby is healthy, folks, but if she was put on a good regimen
If she's
and,
on a diet.
and wasn't self-feeding,
Yeah,
then,
lots
then
of food every
right.
night.
But
she's smart.
She looks like one of our neighbors have a dog that is a little bit larger than that, but the same car. Her name's Ginger, and she comes to our house every afternoon for a treat.
Yeah.
And but
And you
Dobby
give her
looks a
one,
lot-
don't
yes,
you?
of course I do. And
They
so-
have locale treats.
well, this is what happened to have been not eaten last night at dinner.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
Just a small bite of that.
Okay.
But they love pepperoni pizza, which is what will come around. You know, I know. Do not fuss at me. But they're sweet dogs, and there's 2 of them, and they travel the neighborhood, and even people. I mean, they are owned by someone, and or they own someone, and and if they don't make the rounds, then
People
I get a
worry.
phone call.
Yeah.
You know, where's Ginger? Where's Daisy? And I say, they'll be there. They're still here. You know, so you just never know. But about how many dogs do y'all have right now?
52, I think, was the last count.
52, and you've got those spread out between.
Between 7 fosters.
Wow, that's a lot of dogs.
Yeah, we
per
have
foster.
one of our great fosters, Kay Beaton, has 21 dogs at the current time. And
Folks,
she
that's-
somehow manages,
Yeah.
you know, I don't
But
know.
she needs help.
help.
Yeah, and for
Yes.
the dog's sake, because
Yeah.
it's just real tough to give individual attention to the
Yeah.
dogs and to try to get them where they relate to people.
Yeah.
And we do have volunteers, but you know, Polk County does not have any kind of shelter at all. There's no animal control, so it's kind of fallen to a lot of volunteers. And you talk to a lot of people in Polk County, and they have all fostered dogs.
Yeah.
And so it's just a problem. And
These two are so sweet. They just really, and so alert. They're just absolutely, absolutely precious.
Now she's waking up.
Now she is. All right, now, is Dobby up for adoption?
Yes.
Or you good? Okay.
Yes,
All
Dobby
right.
is up for adoption, and she goes on walks every day. I
Oh,
have to
good.
tell you, she does have a health regimen. We go on 2-mile walks every day.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
she
she's
goes
got
out.
you.
And she goes out with a pack. I have other dogs, and that are mine, and we go for a walk every day. So
Okay.
we're working it.
Yeah.
And
You got
Ebony,
the food locked up.
Ebony, Ebony doesn't look like she needs walks.
No, I don't
She's
think
pretty
so.
sleek.
She's only about 4 or 6 months old.
Okay,
So they
well,
all need exercise.
They all
and
need
walks,
exercise.
yeah.
They do. If you don't have a fenced backyard for them, just run like crazy. You need to put them on a leash and take them out walking. You need to do that anyway.
Exactly, it's good
But,
for you.
Okay,
Early
how old do you
morning.
think Dobby is?
We're not exactly
Okay.
sure. I think she's about 4 years old.
Okay, it would be a guess on her.
She
Okay.
seems like a wise old soul.
Yes, she
but
does.
nothing phases her. Nothing.
Well,
She goes out with my horses and just walks around them, so she's fine with everything.
She would be good for a family with children. then.
Yes, I think she
Yes.
would be. She is
and
just
then,
a sweetheart.
Look at Ebony. And then we think Ebony's how old?
4 to 6 months old.
Okay, so she's just a baby.
She's just a baby, and she's being fostered by a lovely lady here in Cleveland, Debbie Basso. So some of our fosters even live in Cleveland.
That is
So you
great.
don't have to live in Polk County
Right.
to
No.
foster.
Okay, give us
Good.
that number one more
Yes.
time then.
299-3640, and that is the Safe Haven Animal Rescue Google line.
Yes.
And that is great. And folks, you do not have to live in Polk County to foster these animals. You
That's
just
right.
heard that. You heard it here. Okay. Barbara, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you. I
Ebony and Dobby,
appreciate
thank
it.
you all so much. And don't go away. We'll be right back with our next guest that's going to tell you about something exciting happening in 2 weekends. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Robert Thompson. I'm a partner here at the law firm of Logan Thompson, and I've been practicing law for about 25 years. I focus primarily on complex litigation cases involving serious personal injury. To establish liability, it's important that we thoroughly investigate your case. And we're fortunate here at Logan Thompson to have a full-time investigator on staff, and once we establish liability, next we turn to the issue of damages. Under Tennessee law, you're entitled to be compensated for 5 elements of damages. The first is property damage, and then your medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering, and loss of enjoyment of life. If you or a family member have been injured in an automobile accident and would like to sit down and discuss with us what you're entitled to, please give us a call at your convenience. There's no charge for the initial consultation. I'm Robert Thompson with the law firm Logan Thompson, and we'd be honored to help you.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
And we are back.
Yes. Whoops,
And
caught me.
we were talking off, you know how we do that, and because we were commenting about how blue was our favorite color today.
Yes,
but
we are color
we're
coordinated.
color coordinated, and that was not intentional. And so Tracy O'Connell is back with us, who's tried to keep a straight face here, and because of what we were talking about before we came on the air. And Tracy's with the Museum Center at 5 Points. We're always glad to have Tracy on, and she's got exciting things to tell us about as soon as we can get her under control.
Oh, it's so nice to get up so early in the morning
Oh,
to be here with you.
tell me about it.
I've had my coffee and I'm all good to go.
Yeah, I'm on the water regiment now. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, well, I'm so glad y'all invited me on. Kathy Rosenberger is going to follow me and tell
She
you
is.
more things that are going on at Main Street, Cleveland, and around the area. So should I start with the 5 Points?
That's what I
Arts
want.
Festival?
I really want you to talk about that.
You do?
I really
Okay.
want you to talk about
I'm
that.
so glad. The festival starts a week from tomorrow, Friday the 27th, with a preview party, and it is themed Timeless Appalachia. And it is going to be festive and fun. It's from 5 to 8. Museum members come for free. If you're not a member, join, and you get to
down
come
there
for
now.
free.
Yes.
And bring your friends for $10. You need to make reservations by Wednesday the 25th. Tons of fun. We're having Appalachian themed food. We're having moonshine cocktails.
Woohoo.
We even have moonshine cookies. We have Granny Little's taters and mater sandwiches with really good fresh bread and homegrown tomatoes. I mean, really fun stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really, I need to specify, it's all about the art.
Yes.
And I brought some
Yes.
real pretty things
Boy,
that
you did.
See,
I was hoping
look
you
at
guys
this.
would let me just point out.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna move
move
our
our stuff.
Oh,
Move our
no, you
stuff.
can still see
No,
it,
we're
I'm sure.
fine.
No, we're fine.
We're fine.
We're fine.
The painting, that's actually the original, and it is called Peace Like a River, and it's by Lisa Bell, Mike Bell's
Beautiful.
wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's
Ah.
quite an artist.
Yes.
She's
Wow.
going to be there with a beautiful display of her work. And then there's a gentleman named Ron Wheeler who moved to town a few years ago, and these are beautiful turnbowls that are embedded with little blocks.
They are gorgeous.
Turquoise insets.
And the inside is as pretty as the outside.
It is.
Yeah, Ron
It's-
Wheeler, and he'll be there with lots
It's
and
almost
lots
like
of-
mosaic.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like little.
And this
little
particular
pieces,
piece, he
yes.
was telling me that he was going to put some cherry in with it. And once he saw it, he said, "No way."
Oh, it's
just- If y'all
gorgeous.
can see this live, it's like silk.
it
so
It is
pretty.
gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
And then we have a new artist in the store,
Yes.
but she's not actually going to be able to make the
Oh.
festival.
Oh.
She's out of town for the month. But her name is Kat Abbott, and she makes these beautiful gourds. This one is called Cherokee Princess.
Yes.
And it has the beautiful feathers, and she's a real interesting artist. So she'll be at our Christmas festival in December.
And she's
So
got potpourri stuff.
she does
in
have
it.
potpourri
Yeah.
in it, and you can also use them for vases for
Yeah.
your plants, orchids, and
Yeah.
things. So
Wow.
they're beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
So isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
So
Talented
35
people just
artists
own
are
it.
going to be here. They will be inside the museum, all over the museum. They will be here Friday night for the party, all day Saturday and all day Sunday. And then Saturday at First Street Square, we're going to have vendors with food. We're going to have live musicians on the stage. We have Art is Fun tent where we're going to have make and take art projects for the kids. We have a sidewalk chalk art competition.
Oh, cool.
With awards, and Kona Ice is going to give the top 3 winners both days awards.
Good.
We're going to have a tent there, and some of our volunteers, Joan and Despy, are going to be giving out lawn toys for folks to play. And so there's going to be all kinds of toys that we sell in the museum. And then on Sunday, we're going to move everything to the courtyard and have a Catch a Bite Sunday brunch. Catch Bar and Grill is going to have a fish fry with their ocean catch catfish. Oh. And then they'll have another plate offering, which is their chicken salad Hawaiian, or I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, it's good too.
And, key lime pie comes with both $10 and $5 for children, and it includes their wonderful mango tea or ice water and key lime pie. So we're excited about that. So let's see what all I forgot here.
Let's talk about your jewelry that you have on there.
Oh, okay.
Is that going to be there too?
Oh, yes. Aloha Buffington.
That is wonderful.
Isn't that pretty? This one is called Under the Sea, and this looks like shells, but she actually makes these from pottery. And this is embellished with every kind of under the sea charm you can imagine. Oops, sorry. So she came in, Aloha Buffington taught some of our art camps this summer. And when she came in, I got to meet her, and she had on this gorgeous jewelry. And I said, I've heard your name before. You make things for Cherry's Jubilee.
She does. She works with us on Cherry's Jubilee.
And she's the most dynamic lady.
She teaches art at Stewart and I want to say Blythe Bower.
Okay.
I want to say that now. Aloha, if I'm wrong, call me.
We'll correct it.
I'll correct it, but I think it's Stewart and Blythe Bower.
Okay. So she said, well, I'll bring a couple pieces in, and she brought in 100. And I said, I can never choose. I like them all. And I said, pick your 10 favorites. She goes, oh, I love them all. So I kept 16, and this is my favorite. I've been showing it off. So it is for sale. It's Under the Sea, and every piece is named.
It would go with what I have on.
It would.
Yes,
it would. For the right price, it's yours.
Oh, and it'll be there Friday night?
It will be there Friday night. Okay. And her niece is actually coming, or granddaughter, is coming and selling her work with Aloha's, because Aloha is also out of town next weekend. But we'll have
all there tomorrow, won't it?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
I mean, people have seen it now.
Over there? Yeah. You're trying to race me over there.
Well, no, but I don't wear jewelry like that anymore because the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, well, I do, but people have seen it on the air. If you want it, Nancy,
you better go get it. I love this. I love the seahorse in it. That's so beautiful.
I love that. That is just wonderful. Okay.
So let's see what I forgot.
Which we tend to do.
The preview party, First Street Square. Oh, the fire truck.
Yes.
All weekend long, Cherokee Valley Antique Auto Club has been at the museum scrubbing and polishing. I can't tell you all how wonderful a feeling it is to help coordinate an event like this because of our community. Don Ledford Automotive stepped up, and they're our corporate sponsors. Cherokee Auto, Antique Auto Club, they're doing all the fire truck, hosting it, taking pictures for people in front of it.
Oh, how cool.
We have Dewey Woody, the Bradley County Fire Chief, is going to orchestrate our security for it so we don't have to take it out and in at night. We have Blossom Boss hanging balloons everywhere we can park. We have Axis Roofing creating parking signs that we can use over and over again. All the vendors around First Street Square. We have a wonderful Christmas in July and sidewalk sale at Red Ribbon. We have Catch and CBC and Hider Hangout. Everybody, it's just a really easy thing to pull off.
Right.
The Guild has stepped up. They're doing all the food and all the cute little. We have hillbilly wine glasses that we're going to have at the preview party. So anyway, big hoorah and yay to Cleveland. Cleveland is an amazing place to be able to have a job and raise a family.
And it's going to be so wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole weekend is going to be fun, and I'm going to have to come for lunch on Sunday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because of the key lime pie.
Yeah. Then we go walk the dogs an extra 2 miles.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so that's all about the art festival. Now, can I talk about the brouhaha?
You certainly
can. Okay.
Yes.
The very next weekend, August 4th, from 4 to 8, which is a Saturday, the Museum Center at 5 Points is hosting its first ever brouhaha, and this was the brainchild of Van Deacon, our president, outgoing president of the museum's board, and he actually is a craft brewer.
Yes.
Those of you that know him, up on Kaywood Drive in his backyard, he has what he calls the temple. And that's where he does his art and his crafts and his woodworking, and that is also where he brews his beer. He is a craft brewer.
Wow.
And most of the people that will be serving their brew for this are hobby crafters.
that's wonderful.
And he was giving me a little update on all this the other day, and the neat thing about it is that when you have these high-end craft beers, they don't have preservatives in them.
Yeah.
So you get a more flavorful taste.
And no hangover.
And well, that's right. That's right.
I know
Because
it.
they're just serving tasting.
That's right.
And you can get the designated driver ticket for $10 if you really don't want a hangover and drive everybody around. For $30, you get the regular ticket, and for $40, you can get a VIP ticket, and then you go in the tent with all the fine foods. Ballinger's Bluegrass Band is going to be playing, so that's going to be a blast. And buy early. The ticket sales are just going crazy on the internet, so log on to museumcenter.org, follow the clicks, get your ticket. If you're not a member, join, and then you can come to our preview party for free. And if I have 2 more minutes, I'd like to talk about.
You have exactly 2 minutes.
2 more minutes.
You
Is
go,
that-
girl.
Is he
Go.
doing that?
You do
around
it.
the corner?
Yeah.
God,
You go,
didn't he?
girl.
I'm starting to get good at
I
this.
know it.
Yeah.
Okay, in September, the museum is hosting the Blue and Gray Gala, and it's commemorating the Civil War, 150th
of the Civil War.
And Phil Newman is going to lead the charge. He will
Get your hoop skirts ready.
get your
ladies.
hoops and boots. Hoops and boots.
Okay.
We're going to have an anniversary for the 100th anniversary of Girl Scouting. That's going to be coming up. We have a Rags to Riches sale in October, so stockpile
your
everything. And
I'm already doing that. I've got
Me
a
too.
box downstairs
Me
that
too,
I've just
and
been.
I just
Yeah.
And just keep looking at the website, because as soon as we have the site where we're going to put
Collect
it,
the stuff,
yes, collect it, and then we're going to have a preview party on the 11th, and then a sale on the 12th and 13th.
Okay.
Holidays at 5 Points Tree Auction is November 2nd. December 1st and 2nd is our 5 Points Arts Festival #2. We're going to do 2 a year.
Right.
The
Good.
summer one and then the Christmas one, or holiday.
Cool.
It won't be
Holiday.
holiday because Ken's little tree auction, big tree auction is the holiday. So this is a Christmas festival, and then we're right into the quilt show again from January
Absolutely.
to March.
And all of this is
Absolutely.
on your website.
All of it's at museumcenter.org.
.org. See, that's a .org.
That's
Yes.
right.
And see, folks, we're going to try to have Tracy on at least once a month. There's too much going on at the
I
museum.
know, it's just.
I can't get it all in.
I know.
I'm trying to talk as fast as I can.
I know.
I've got Kathy coming next so she can finish
And
everything I forgot.
She's over there taking notes right now frantically. What did Tracy
Okay,
forget?
what did I forget?
But now,
Oh, blue balloons. Blue balloons, I forgot.
Yes.
Blue balloons for parking. Wherever you are downtown for the festival on Saturday, every place there's blue balloons, that's where you can park. We
and
don't
if
want
there's not a
anybody
blue balloon, do not park there.
Yes, we have signs thanks to Axis Roofing. Lots of
Axis
signs.
Roofing did a great job on
I think
that.
I did it.
Tracy,
Fabulous.
thank you so much.
Yes.
It's going to be so exciting, and we do have Kathy Rosenberger coming on in just a minute. So do not go away, because she's going to talk a little bit more about downtown.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Bradley County is home to a community of resilient, compassionate families who want the best for each other. The tragedies of the April 27, 2011 tornadoes brought our community together to bring aid to the hurting and helpless. It is time to come together once more. The Bradley County school system is underfunded, and our future leaders are receiving their education in substandard learning environments. On August 2nd, you will have an opportunity to further impact our great community by voting for the wheel tax. A vote for the wheel tax will not only rebuild Blue Springs Elementary School, but it will provide a new facility that is engineered to meet the demands that technology places on the infrastructure. The overcrowded Walker Valley High School students and teachers will have much needed space and be able to use academic rooms for their intended purposes. The students and teachers of Lake Forest Middle School will no longer endure the hazardous conditions caused by the elements of nature and deteriorating classroom buildings. British philosopher Herbert Spencer stated, "The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action." Would you take action in the name of education and vote yes for the wheel tax. A vote for the wheel tax is a vote for the children and the future of Bradley County.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
Yeah, now, thanks.
And we are back, and we're being coached from the sidelines, and we're acting like we're not, okay?
I know.
So
We're ignoring.
we're really glad we are ignoring.
Yes.
But we're so glad to have Kathy Rosenberger
we
with
are.
all.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Kathy was wearing a couple of hats, and she's a realtor.
I am with Coldwell Banker, Hamilton and Associates.
Yes, we'll get that plug in because she was nice enough to get up this morning and come and be on TV. But she's also the brand spanking new president of Main Street Cleveland. So we're going to talk a little bit about other downtown activities today and some things that are going on that people may not be aware of.
And there's so much going on. You know, I show a lot of houses, and I think that the kitchen is the heart of the home, and downtown is the heart of a city.
Amen.
Yes.
And so we just have so much going. So today, you spoke a little bit about the farmers market later today. I've got to put a plug in for Loopy's because I always go, they have fresh mozzarella cheese there and fresh hot bread. So I get my basil and my tomatoes from the Greenway table booth, and then go get the mozzarella, and I go home with my bread, and I'm set.
And dinner's ready.
And dinner is ready.
Oh, hot dog.
Wow.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
There you go. Okay, everybody's got dinner planned for tonight. Here we go.
Real quickly, also, Cafe Roma's having a wine dinner this Sunday night.
I saw that. I got an
with
email.
Australian wines.
Yes.
And I not sure quite of the cost
I
of
think
that.
it's $75.
Okay, but call them, and I think they'll take in reservations up until tomorrow. So that's another thing. But
Yes, and it's like 7 courses and
Yeah.
or 5 courses.
I think
or
it's
something.
5 courses, and they pair them so wonderfully with the
Right.
wine, and it's
There's a wine to go with each course, and
Yes.
they're wonderful.
It's gourmet. It really is.
I love your
and-
food anyway.
Yeah, Shannon does a wonderful job down
Yes,
there.
he does. Yes, he does. So, along with the Arts Festival, not this weekend, but next weekend, the Cruise In will be there as well. And if you haven't been there, it is just wonderful. They have up to 600-700 cars. It's free. If you have a car that you want to display, it's just sort of first come, first serve. There's going to be a model car contest, this one coming up. And I just love that Cleveland blocks off its downtown for
We
just
do.
about anything.
Yes, we're good at that.
So the block party is coming up, and we'll be celebrating 25 years with the block party.
That's unbelievable.
This
Wow,
year.
really?
So we don't have details quite to release yet, but I
Right.
think it's going to be a special
I think so.
time.
Yeah.
But the Cruise In,
Oh,
now
yes, go back to
those
that.
are fun. And you just go out and walk from street to street and street and look at these cars, and they have the hood and the trunk up.
Yeah.
Which I think is hysterical because, you know, the hood I can see.
The
I don't know why you got the trunk up, but you got the trunk up.
See how much space they used to have.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't have any more space in the back end of mine now than they had then, but probably a whole lot less. But that is so fascinating.
It is, and there's vendors there, and then there's restaurants
Right.
as well downtown. And
Yeah, I think the spot does extremely well at each Cruise In.
I'm
Yes.
sure that
Yeah,
they must.
I think they're slammed. So,
Yes, yeah.
but now see, that's one thing we want to promo is this Cruise In. CBC and Catch will also be open down there if anybody wants to come to the Cruise In and then come up down
Absolutely, because the
on
arts
our end.
festival's there, so
Yes.
there'll be a whole lot of things
will
going
be.
on
It will
this
be.
weekend.
And then they have this thing called Swap Shop or something. What's that? Where the
I'm
where the
not
guys?
quite sure what it is. I know that it's south on Broad Street.
Yeah.
So I guess it's.
And I don't know what they're swapping, but these car owners know.
Yes, they do.
I don't know whether it's hubcaps or what, but anyway, you know. And it may just be tails that they're swapping. Who knows? You know, just let's.
I'm sure there's some good one of those.
I'd say there are. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we digressed again, Kathy.
Yes.
We tend to do
Okay.
that. Sorry, folks.
Well,
but
that's
they're,
fine.
well, they're used to Brene and I digressing. We do that all the time.
And if you lose your train of thought, we can.
Just
We'll
bring me
just
back.
get it.
bring me
Yes,
back.
I'll just snap you right back. Okay, so that is next weekend.
Yes,
Cruise
it's
In.
Saturday. And
Okay.
it's the is it the third Saturday? Is it the
Fourth
fourth Saturday?
It's fourth
Fourth
Saturday.
Saturday, and it starts in March and goes to, I think, October is
That's
the
right.
last one.
Yeah.
But it's once a month. It's every month, and it's just a beautiful time. I've got guests coming in. They wanted to come in October, and I specifically said, come this weekend so we will have something fun to do
How
downtown.
neat. So they could, there's all kinds of things to do. Yes, wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let me just ask you.
Please do.
When they said, would you like to be president of Main Street, what was your reaction?
Well, I was very honored.
Very good.
And a little timid, I think, about that. But we had our first board meeting yesterday. We've got a lot of good ideas coming up onto the table that we're discussing, and we just have finished the plantings at the post office, the old post office there. And
Where I
that is just
voted.
looking-
Go vote.
That's
Yes,
right.
Where I'm going to vote.
Okay,
And
all
that's
right.
looking
And
beautiful.
that does look really good. I
Yes,
noticed
it
that when I
does.
went to vote the other day. It's really nice.
Yeah. We just, Main Street is devoted to.
It's not mine.
It's not mine. I turned mine off. Not Tracy's either.
Well, how interesting.
Oh, it must be mine. Well, I distinctly remember putting it on silent.
Well, guess what? Okay, we digressed again. All right, just ignore the phone ringing and let's go back to Kathy.
And if you're
Okay.
calling me, I'll get you later.
She'll check the voicemail in just a few minutes. We're back to Kathy. Okay.
I am so sorry.
That's fine.
Told you we were real laid back.
Well, we're
Absolutely.
totally laid back. Yes.
So, of course, Main Street is all about supporting the businesses
Yes.
and supporting downtown. And so right now we're looking at a lot of the different portals, the east side and the west side coming in where the bridge is, and trying to make that area pretty right before get to the museum.
Right,
coming
coming
from
in
the
off
east.
of APD 40.
And then
right.
coming from Keith Street on the other way.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we've got some things. Got some things
Yeah,
going.
and that's exciting. Now, historic preservation is another part of what Main Street does. And I know you went to Nashville a couple weeks ago, but I think you were kind of disappointed. I don't think it kind of was what you thought it was
It
going to
wasn't
be.
quite what I thought, but it was still very interesting.
Good.
It was a realtor continuing ed class, and it just was. Hopefully, we're going to be talking about how to sell and market older and historic homes. But there are a lot of particular things that you need to know when you're looking at a historic home, whether if you're buying it or if you're selling it. And so it was a good class. We took a walking tour afterwards around the
good.
area and looked at some of the different styles and the different sort of fill-ins where there might have, it's a very historic area, but maybe there was a house that's torn down, and how they work very hard to build to make it look like it has belonged there for a long time. Learned about something that I didn't know is the old growth wood that they used in all these houses is really nothing like the wood that we have now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so.
And there isn't any more of it.
No, well, you're right.
That is
Yes,
true.
yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
So now, but you were vice president of Main Street. I'm digressing again.
Yes,
Going back. First, so you kind of got a little
Yes.
feel of what you
I've
were
been on the
doing.
board for a while, and so yes, I know what I'm getting into, and they're just the best group of people to work with. Sharon, especially Sharon
Marr is
Marr,
wonderful.
Yes.
and then the whole board. It was very comforting to know that I've got all those wonderful people that are there to lend support and to help me help them. So.
Well, and that's great. And Main Street has so many things that they do.
Yes.
We really do. And the First Street Square, where you are and where the market is and where the Arts Festival is going to be part of, that was one of our last big projects that we
Right.
did. And we worked very hard with the city to get that
it's
done.
gorgeous.
And it is lovely.
It is, yes.
And the redoing of the courthouse. So, that lovely mausoleum that serves as our courthouse. But to try to make it look a little softer and the plaza out there, that was
Yes.
a Main Street project.
Right.
So there's a lot of things happening that Main Street has done.
We do a lot of little things, but we do some big things
That was a
too.
big
Yes,
thing. That was
yes.
the best I remember. That was a big thing. That was
Yes.
financially a big thing, and well, First Street Square was financially a big
Yes, that was
Yes.
that was very large.
But now y'all do the cruise in.
We did the cruise in. Oh well, the
Well, you don't
cruise-
actually. The cruisers do the cruise
Yes,
in,
they
but it's
do.
just something that Main Street sponsors and supports.
Right, as well as the Apple Festival.
Apple Festival, okay, and that's coming up. Do you know when that's coming up?
I don't have a
I'm
date
I'm
for
not
the Apple
sure.
Festival. I know it's October, but
Okay,
I don't have a
October.
date.
October's good.
we
Yeah.
have a little time.
Yeah, we have a little time on that one. I just didn't want anybody to let that slip by anybody.
Yeah.
And then you also do the block party, which
That's going to be
That's a major-
wonderful.
that's a
Yes.
major-
well,
event.
it's like you said, it's the 25th anniversary.
Yes.
So
Tall Betsy needs to come out.
Tall Betsy does need to come out, okay. But I can't believe it's been 25 years because
I can't either.
I remember younger me walking around down there until midnight to be sure all the vendors were out, but getting down there early, like noon o'clock, to tell the vendors, this is your space, and then them saying, no, I want to be over there. No, I'm sorry, you have to be over here. And then that situation, and so, I mean,
After 25 years, Sharon has got it down to a T. So
she does.
Yes, it's very well planned, and it's a fun event.
It is.
They always have the costume contest and wonderful music. And like I said, we don't know quite who that's going to be yet, but we will be announcing that. And,
right. And we're hoping it'll be somebody nice and big for the 25th anniversary.
Absolutely.
And then Mars. What would we do without Mars?
I don't know.
Treat Street.
It is just wonderful what that company does.
They do all of Treat Street. It's just absolutely fantastic. And then Main Street also does the Christmas parade.
Yes, we do. Well, the first I think is the caroling. I think that comes before the parade.
It does. You're right.
I think that's the Friday before.
Right.
And it's sort of a reverse caroling where instead of you going to different houses to carol, you go in front of the different churches, right? And then the choirs or the carolers are there, and then you
stay stationary, and everybody else moves around, and that's really neat.
And then the Christmas parade,
and we like that big Christmas tree downtown too.
Yes, at the post office.
So see, Main Street does a lot.
We're very active, and I'm surprised how many people that have lived in Cleveland for a long time don't come downtown. They might come to the block party, but they're not coming down as often as what they need to. We have so much to offer.
Absolutely,
downtown.
we do.
And we're getting more and more residential areas downtown too.
Yes,
it is.
There are some condos going up downtown, or some renovation of space to be made into condos. And so that'll be great because they'll be downtown
always ask,
living.
How come we don't have more downtown? And it's just such a slow process because business requires more people downtown, and people don't want to come downtown unless there's more businesses. So it will get there, but it just is sort of a slow rise.
It does. It takes a while. And then Main Street meets once a month.
We do, and I would love to invite you to those meetings. We meet at the Elks Lodge for lunch. It's $10 lunch. This last Monday, we had Doug Berry from the chamber there, the economic development guru, and in fact, he spoke at the Realtors lunch today too. So
Did he? You got a double
yesterday.
dose.
So I got a double dose of him yesterday. So, but it is just amazing what the chamber has done too. Of course, they're working all of Bradley County,
right?
But with Whirlpool and the new, with Whirlpool moving. All the possibilities that can happen.
Exactly, and we will not get into that because that's a little bit of a headache. But the Main Street meetings are the third Monday of each month at the Elks Lodge, and it's $10 for a nice lunch. And
it is. It starts at noon, and we eat, and we always have a wonderful speaker.
Good program. Kathy, thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad that you're the new president of Main Street.
Well,
and we're
I'm
just
glad to
going to be gung-ho at anything that's going to be happening.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm gung-ho as well.
Good. Folks, thank you all so much for being with us today. And Brenda and I'll be back with you next Thursday with more guests. So
and
be
more
sure you come back.
ones.
And probably more four-legged ones. And maybe I'll get to hold one in my lap next week. So
Nancy, I'll make it a point.
Yeah, you're telling one. Okay. See you folks.
Goodbye. Have a good day, y'all.